We're in Las Vegas. Rich Siegel, Joel Tremblay, and Roman Jimenez and Mitch Barnes with you here. We have a game between the Los Angeles Roughnecks and the Grizzlies. Where are the Grizzlies from, did you say? From Portland, and we have a runner at first base and nobody out. The Grizzlies are the visiting team in this game. The first batter, Nolan, walked, and the batter is going to be the third batter, and his name is Allen. So we have all first names for one team and all last names for the other team from Los Angeles. The second batter for the Grizzlies, Bradley, apparently has made an out, and the next pitch to Allen is a ball, so he has walked. So we have runners at first and second, and one out. And this will bring up the cleanup batter. He is the left center fielder. His name is Mike. First pitch to Mike is a strike. Campos is the pitcher for the Roughnecks. Mike swings and hits a fly ball hit out into left field, coming in to make the catch. Oh, and he dropped the ball. Left fielder drops the ball, and that's going to allow Nolan to come all the way around to score the first run of the game, and the Grizzlies from Portland lead 1-0. So it's runners at first and second. And the fifth batter in the order is Jeff, the catcher. And he swings and hits a grounder to short, or third rather. Third baseman bobbles it, and he has no play. And all right, so the catcher has blocked my view. Apparently an out has been made. Okay, the runner coming over from second base stopped when the ball was bobbled, and instead of going into third base, just stopped, it looked like.
Which is not a bad play to keep out of a double play if they have to run and tag you. It just...
All right, well, there are two outs in the inning.
So the umpire had her arm out, and I was wondering if she was calling it an obstruction or an interference or something, but she has now clearly called the out.
All right, there are two out. We'll get all of this settled as we get into this further. Yusuf Chinsi, the batter, he is the DH. He is the sixth batter in the order. His runners at first and second and two out, and the pitch is a ball. We were literally handed our lineups here as the game started,
and we'll try to clear it up at the half inning.
Yeah.
I think what may have happened there was she was planning to call the runner safe for some reason of obstruction, possibly because the defender fell down, but the runner left the field and then became out, and that's when she called it.
There's a line drive into right center field for a base hit. Another run will score. That's Mike, the left center fielder, the fourth batter in the order, and that makes it 2-0 for Portland.
The ball got away from the catcher, and they almost came home, but the catcher was able to gather it in time and keep the runners, but they did advance to second and third.
Patrick, the right center fielder, is the batter, and he takes a pitch inside for a ball.
Not to be confused with Patrick, the catcher, who will be batting 11th for the Grizzlies.
There is a ground ball to the shortstop, bobbled by the shortstop. He has no play at third, and he has no play anywhere.
Because the runners had advanced, there was nobody on first, so there was no force out. It would have had to be a tag play at third, so runner makes it home, second to third, and the batter gets to first. The runner's on the corners.
Oh, God, I just heard that, too. Okay, well, okay, this will be the pitcher, Oscar. And the first pitch to Oscar is a strike call. Swing and a miss. And that's the inning. He strikes out. And if I counted this right, Joel, I have 3 runs. Is that how many you have? Joel is going to try to get that straightened out. Anyway, I believe 3 runs have scored. 3 runs did score.
Thank you.
Okay, well, he'll straighten this out for you because he can. So what did she tell you?
So,
Yeah.
we were. Oh, I'm sorry, Rich. So we were basically correct in our assumption. So what happened on that play, if you remember, is the player threw the ball to third, but he stayed in the baseline blocking the runner. So that was an obstruction. And the runner would have been safe at third, and that is why she did not call the out. However, the runner who would have been safe left the field, and if you leave the field of play, then you are out, even if you would have been safe. It is not her job or anybody else's to tell you that you're safe. You're just not out yet. So that was the call. So the out, it would have been safe at third because of the obstruction, but the player left the field and so therefore was out. And that is a little bit of learning for everybody, which is don't assume you're out until the umpire says you're out.
All right. Los Angeles batting for the first time. Bottom of the first, and the pitch to Wycliffe is lined into right center field for a hit.
And I guess I would say there were 2 tip-offs there. One was that she had not signaled out until later. The other was that her left arm went out horizontally, and that was, I believe, her call of the obstruction.
All right, here's a ground ball to short. 1 out at second and safe at first. All right, you may deliver these back to her. Thank you so much. I think I have everything I need. We'll know soon enough. Anyway, there is a runner at first base, and that's Manzares. And this is Ramos, and he hits one down the left field line for a foul.
Rich, while we have a second for that ball to get back in, I just have to tell you immediately to our right is the cutest thing I've ever seen in a softball game. One of the players has a niece with a sign in rainbow colors saying, "Go Uncle Jack."
Oh, that's sweet. Here's a line drive up the middle and on into center field for a base hit. Manzares around second, on the third. They throw in, and on the play, Ramos running all the way from first base makes it into second. It'll be second and third with 1 out.
And that is really adorable that they can be here to do that and support. But we know you at home are supporting as well and getting to watch it. We're sorry you couldn't be here with us, but we're glad you're watching the broadcast. And please tag friends and family who might also want to see your friends play some softball.
Garcia, the batter.
Like Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack is playing third base. The next pitch, And this is Garcia, who winds one down the line, fielded by the third baseman. Nice play there by the third baseman. That's Uncle Jack. And he throws on to first for the out.
Uncle Jack held the runners and got the out. That was a nice throw over there from a third to first.
And how do you say Jack in French?
Jack. Jacques.
Jack is a jock.
So it is 2 out now. And the batter will be Melendez. He takes a pitch outside. The next one is swung on and bounced to third. Uncle Jack fields it and on to first, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning, but nobody scores. Kathy, 3-0. Okay, 3-0 for the Portland Grizzlies as we go to the top of the second.
The 16th annual Sin City Classic is proud to once again welcome Lexus as its presenting sponsor. Lexus, experience amazing. In addition to being an incredible partner, the car maker has once again been named a top employer by the Human Rights Campaign, earning a perfect score in the 2022 Corporate Equality Index. It also happens to be the car maker of choice for some of our team here at the Cloud Sports Network.
It'll be the. I'm sorry. Say again.
I have a Toyota pitch as a Lexus.
Okay. Here we go. Bottom of or top of the second. The bottom 3 in the Portland order. That'll be Uncle Jack, who wears number 98. It is cute. I can see the sign now. Oh, I love that. I love that. We need to get a picture of that. And then it'll be James and Patrick. And so the first pitch to the third baseman is outside for a ball.
See, I think I can take a picture of it, and I think I can post it into our Facebook stream.
Oh, there's nothing that you can't do. Pitch goes outside, ball 3. So here's what we got when they delivered the lineups to us. We have the Portland lineup, which has the player numbers, the first names, and the position, and the Roughnecks roster that has the player numbers, the last names, and no position. So we'll do the best we can. Here is a fly ball hit out into center field. Right center fielder goes over and makes the catch, and that is the first out in the inning. Will bring up the first baseman, James. James bats from the left side. And he swings and lifts one into shallow center field. It's fielded by the middle fielder, who throws on to first, and the batter is out. No, it's just that the shortstop was playing close to the bag, so that that play goes 6-3. That'll bring up the catcher. This is Patrick. 2 on and nobody out.
And if our lineup card was correct, this is Patrick with no C and a K versus the other Patrick that has Patrick.
And here is the next delivery. And that pitch is outside. And the next one is inside, and that's a walk. So a 2-out base runner. We swing back to the top of the order. Here is the left fielder, Nolan. He walked and scored in the top of the first. He scored the first run of the ball game for Portland, who lead 3-0. And the first pitch is a ball. Second pitch, one almost went after it, but decided better because it was short. And it is a 3-ball, 1-strike count. And there's another walk. So for the second time in this game, the leadoff batter draws a walk. The batter batting in the leadoff position. So it's runners at first and second with 2 out, and the right fielder, Bradley, the batter. He's 0 for 1. And he takes a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The Portland Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Roughnecks doing battle in this game. And this pitch is a ball 1-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and pop up on the infield, and it lands foul. And that is a strikeout because there is no courtesy foul. So Bradley is now 0 for 2, and he leaves 2-1. We go to the bottom of the second here on field 12, and our score remains Portland 3 and Los Angeles nothing. The Grizzlies over the Roughnecks.
Another one of the sponsors of the 16th Annual Sin City Classic is the official vodka of the Sin City Classic, Tito's Handmade Vodka. Tito's is unflavored and distilled in old-fashioned copper pot stills, and because it's made from corn, Tito's is certified gluten-free. Drink some Tito's today. Dry January may just be a little bit overrated.
Tito's is unflavored because it doesn't need to have a gimmicky flavor like a vanilla or one of those that you'll often find out and about, because it's just good enough without it. It's just a good vodka. I mean, I've heard.
Yes.
Rumor has it. I read it somewhere.
Where's it made?
It's made in that town in Texas where the Longhorns live.
My hometown. Stevenson to lead off here in the bottom of the second for the Roughnecks. His team trails by 3-0. And he takes the first 2 pitches.
And they're wanting a Moscow Mule again. Doesn't say some chili. A little lime, ginger beer.
In 6 hours, you'll be able to do that. And there's the strike call. It is a full count. And the next one, Stevenson swings and lifts one in the air to right center field, and the catch is made by Patrick with a C, and that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Diaz. And the first pitch to him, outside. 2-1. This will be the third of the 3 games that we'll have. We'll take a break after this game and have 3 more games for you this afternoon. Yes, weather permitting, because there is rain in the forecast here this afternoon. A couple of the numerical models are indicating that the rain could start as early as 1 or 2 o'clock, but so far, knock on everything, we have escaped the rain. Here's a walk. Diaz walks. It'll give us an opportunity to check the radar. Here's the pitcher, Campos, with the runner at first base, and the first pitch is inside. You checking the radar?
Oh yeah, because I'm totally qualified.
And that pitch is inside, ball 3.
Hold on.
Radar scope.
Go get.
I can tell you that the forecasters from Apple are saying that the rain would start with a 30% chance at 4 p.m.
We'll take that. And that pitch, I guess, was a ball. We'll have runners at first and second. And the batter will be Cota. Diaz and Campos are the base runners, and Cota takes a ball. And the next one is out low, and the umpire says, bring it up, you're throwing too low. It's a 3-1 count, and that pitch is inside, and it's another walk. 9 straight pitches out of the strike zone, so that's a little bit of light rain. We're not expecting any stormy weather here. It's just all light stuff that's expected through the afternoon, ending by tonight, and we should be fine tomorrow. And that pitch is out of the strike zone. That is 10 straight. The next one, that's out of the strike zone, ball 3. This is Nettles, the batter, number 44.
He seems to be missing with his release point on that. There you go.
And that pitch is another ball and another at the first run, as Diaz will cross the plate with the first run of the game for the Roughnecks. Campos to third, Cota to second, Nettles to first for Salcido.
So he had the right distance on that one. It just sailed a bit inside. He had the right distance.
At what point, with you being a pitcher, do you decide, if you're having issues like that you decide maybe I need to take a break and let somebody else?
It's really hard. So it's two things. One, it's really hard to do that in the middle of an inning, especially if you have a people down. Because it's hard for a pitcher to come in cold.
Okay.
And two, again, I go back to some of the stuff that we wear as pitchers to keep warm out there. A lot of that compresses your body and it messes up your normal motion and your mechanics.
Okay. The first pitch was a ball. The second pitch is a strike. It's 2-2. And here is the toss. Swung on in line beyond the shortstop's reach in the left center field for a hit. One run will score and everybody else moves up a base. Campos scores to make it 3-2. Cota to third, Nettles to second, Salcido safe at first with a hit, and that'll bring up Oveda. Last batter in the batting order swings and fouls one to the left side. Heads up. And that pitch, low and outside. And that pitch, outside. And this pitch is inside. Run number 3 crosses the plate. As Cota scores, Nettles to third, Salcido to second, and Oveda to first. Back to the top of the order, and Wycliffe, who singled in his first at-bat.
And it seems like he's having trouble getting much arc on his pitches, and so they are either coming in too low or they are coming in too deep if he gets them up.
And that pitch.
That was a good
call.
one.
Yes, it was. A first pitch strike to Wycliffe. Swing and a fly ball hit into the outfield. It's got some carry, but it'll stay in the park. And everybody will move up, including Nettles, who comes home to score. And that actually gives his team the lead. It's 4-3. So a sacrifice fly RBI is the second out in the inning. And here is Manzares, who hits a pop-up on the infield and fielded by the shortstop, and that is the third out. 4 runs have scored, though, for the Roughnecks, and we go to the bottom of, or the top of the third. It is now the Roughnecks 4 and the Grizzlies 3 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
Another thing that plays into those pitching decisions is where you are in a game, and it is early. Sometimes you decide it is better to let your pitcher work through it then and get back in the game, depending on who would be coming in to replace him. Whereas I think had this been a close game in the 4th or 5th inning, they might have taken him out.
Yeah, that's one of those challenging things too, because when you travel to a tournament, a lot of times your backup pitcher can't go or doesn't want to go because you don't want to. Who wants to spend $700 or $800 to sit on the bench as the backup pitcher? So unless that pitcher, and that's, I'm a one-trick pony. That is what I do. I can play catcher fine, but usually any team you get picked up by has a catcher. So finding a backup pitcher is a tough thing unless the team already has one and you have that understanding.
Portland will bat batters 3, 4, and 5 here in the top of the third. Allen leads off, and he rips one into left center field. It's down for a hit. Ball is bobbled in the outfield by the left center fielder, so Allen will continue running, and he makes it into second base. So a single and an error on the left center fielder allows the runner Allen to make second base, and here's Mike, the left center fielder. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning and scored a run, and he swings and pops one in the air to right center field. Ball's got some carry, and the ball is dropped by the right center fielder, Allen will move on to third, and Mike will hold at first. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Jeff, who singled and scored in the first inning. He has runners at first and third with nobody out. And the first pitch to him. Swung on and bounced to the pitcher. Off the pitcher's glove. He fields it, throws to shortstop for the force out at second base. Good recovery by the pitcher, Campos. The force out will go 1-6. The runner at third, Allen, held third. So it's Allen at third and Jeff at first for Yusuf, who singled and drove in a run in the first inning. That pitch is too high, illegal for a ball.
Yusuf, the former commissioner for the Rose City Softball League.
And the next to him. He swings and lines one opposite fielder to right field for a hit. Allen scores, and on the play, Jeff goes to second. And our game is now tied at 4. So Yusuf is 2 for 2 with 2 runs batted in. That'll bring up Patrick, the right center fielder. Patrick singled in the first inning. Here's the pitch to him. Swings and hits a slow roller to the shortstop. He bobbles the ball, has a play at second base. Yusuf slides and almost beat the play, but it is a force out. And that ends the inning. Does that end the inning? It's the second out. Okay.
Shortstop is down there. I think the ball kicked up on him and kind of took the wind out of him. So he's going to take a minute, contemplate his life choices, stretch it out a little bit.
Hopefully nothing a little Tito's won't fix later today.
Right. He's now, the touchdown is good. Touchdown is good. The extra point is good.
So Jeff is at third base. And Patrick is at first base. And this is the pitcher, Oscar, who struck out.
And on deck is Uncle Jack.
And the first pitch is inside for a ball. I know why I thought it was the third out, because I saw 2 people come off the field. And it turned out that one of them was the third base coach to grab a bat. And that pitch is a strike call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a swing and a line foul to the left side, and that is the third out. No courtesy foul allowed means that he is out.
It's too bad if he'd hit the bowler to get some sticks.
A run does score, and we go to the bottom of the third, and our game is tied at 4. And in the bottom of the third, it will be the 3, 4, and 5 batters for the Roughnecks.
And this 16th annual Sin City Classic is also sponsored by Caesars Entertainment. Caesars Entertainment, where every guest is treated like Caesar himself and every visit is unforgettable. At Caesars Entertainment Group of Hotels, you'll find spacious rooms, friendly staff, exciting casinos, sports books, and world-class shows. Visit Caesars.com for more information.
We are at a Caesars Hotel, and it is just lovely.
It is lovely. And one of those world-class shows at Caesars, I believe, is Adele, who some of my friends have seen and have loved.
Oh, that one. That would be an amazing experience to see her.
Ramos singled in the first inning. He's the leadoff batter.
Speaking of performance, we have not talked yet about JoJo on Sunday at the closing party as the headline. How about that at the Sin City Classic closing out? JoJo.
Sin City does get some amazing entertainers for these parties.
For those of you wondering at home who JoJo is,
I am. Here's a walk.
when you hear the song, you'll be like, "Oh my God, I know that song. I know that song. I know that song." She is a phenomenal entertainer, has an amazing catalog of songs.
Next pitch, first pitch rather, to Garcia is the ball. And the next one is a ball. Thank you. Strip cheese. That's what they call it. That's a pretty name. There's the strike call, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This is play number 10 that has flown over us so far today. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop, bobbled but recovered and in time to make a play at first, and then he throws wide to first base. So it's a force out, 6-4 by Garcia. Ramos is out at first base, or out at second base rather, and Garcia is safe at first base. They would have had a double play if the throw had been better. Here's Melendez. He grounded out to the third baseman in the first inning. And he takes a ball.
Nope. Late called strike
Takes
there.
A strike. And there's a grounder to the shortstop. Backhanded, bobbled, recovered, tossed to second in time. So another fielder's choice. Melendez, the base runner. And the batter will be Stevenson, who flies to right center field, leading off the second inning.
And you look like one of her students, internal medicine. And so I was like, he looks so familiar.
Here's the
Anyway,
first
sorry,
pitch to him. And there's the strike call. Someone you know?
No, but one of our fans just asking for a little more information.
Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a line drive into center field. It's down for a base hit. Melendez holds at second base. Runners at first and second for Diaz. Diaz walked and scored in the second inning. And the first pitch to him. Deep. 2 balls and a strike.
I got a big umbrella at Walmart.
And the next one. Swung on and another grounder to short, fielded by the shortstop on to second. So the 3 outs in this inning are all short to second on force outs. And that will end the bottom of the third. No run score for the Roughnecks. We go to the top of the fourth. We are at 4-4 between the Portland Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Roughnecks here on the Cloud Sports Network.
Getting some important information for later on in the broadcast from our production assistant, Jay Adams. You can find him on Twitter at It's Jay Adams. It's with 2 Ds. Find him in the Twitterverse where people do all the twittering and Twitters and the Twitters.
Not truthing.
No, I'm sure they're doing that too. 100% sure.
At play here now in the top of the fourth inning, the visiting team, the Portland Grizzlies, are tied with the home team, the Los Angeles Roughnecks, at 4-4. Jack will lead off here to start the inning. He's got a fan club that is not even 3 feet away from where we're sitting, and it's so cute.
But they're awful quiet.
Well, don't get loud if he does something good here. And he swings and grounds one to the right, or to the right of second base, and on into right center field for a base hit. And this will be James, the first baseman, who bounced to the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. And he pops this one up on the infield. The pitcher makes the catch. That's Campos, the pitcher, and that is the first out in the inning.
Makes it look easy. It is not. That is a much tougher play than you think it is if you're watching our broadcast.
The last batter in their order is number 15. This is the catcher, Patrick. And he walked in the second inning. He is 0 for 0. First pitch to him is a ball.
He would charge for that, except it hit his foot, so he wouldn't be able to make it.
Right?
Like an ambled cord.
All right, the next one is a strike call, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, way outside, ball 3. We have a runner at first base and 1 out. The last batter in the batting order takes a walk for the second time. Jack goes to second base, and that will take us back to the top of the order. Nolan, the left fielder, he has walked twice. He has scored a run. And he has a chance to give his team the lead. First pitch to him is swung on and bounced up the middle to the pitcher, who makes the play at first base. The other 2 runners will move up. Jack to third, Patrick to second. Well, that ball was hit hard enough that he would have had to play at any base, it looked like. But he chose the sure out, and so runners at second and third with 2 out, and the batter is Bradley, who is 0 for 2 his last at-bat. He hit that non-courtesy foul.
You'll often see the pitcher confirming whether the second baseman or shortstop's covering second on a ball like that, and if you didn't do that, sometimes it's good just to get the out.
Fly ball hit out into shallow right field, will drop in for a hit, and 2 runs will score. Jack scores, and that gets his rooting section fired up. Patrick also scores. It's now 6-4.
And that was a 2-run catfish right there.
Well, no, that one actually did what it was supposed to do.
Oh, it dropped.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Allen, who has walked and he has singled and scored a run.
That's just looking like a picture.
Okay. I realize
The count is 2 balls and a strike. And the next one, swung on in line to the shortstop, right there, didn't even have to move. And that is the inning. However, 2 runs do score for the Grizzlies here in the top of the 4th. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Our new score, the Portland Grizzlies 6 and the Los Angeles Roughnecks 4, going to the bottom of the 4th. All right, in this inning, it will be the 7, 8, and 9 batters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, the 8, 9, and 10 batters. Campos, Cota, Nettles, all of whom walked in the second inning and all of whom scored.
Thought for a minute we might have a new pitcher, but that was just the shortstop hanging on to the ball until the pitcher got there. Lots of teams have a little tradition where somebody hands the pitcher the ball so they don't have to bend over and pick it up on their own.
Pitcher is Oscar, and he faces Campos, his mound counterpart. The first pitch is a ball, and the second pitch is a ball. And the next one is a strike. The count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next one. He swings, he went after that and reached for it, so this is an easy pop-up on the infield, caught by the shortstop, Allen, and that's out number 1.
Looked like that one might have been a ball, but after the last pitch had been called a strike, batter probably didn't want to get struck out looking, so maybe gave a little extra for swinging, a little extra strike zone for swinging.
And that'll bring up Cota. He swings and hits one in the air to right field, and it's in for a hit. So Cota is a 1-out base runner.
And a very good movie.
And he is on for the second time, and that'll bring up Nettles. Nettles walked and scored. He scored the 4th run that his team scored in the 4-run second inning. In that inning, everyone who walked scored. Nettles takes a pitch that is low. And the next one is another ball, 3-1. And there's a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oscar working quickly. Swinging a ground ball to the second base. Backhanded nicely by the second baseman. 1 out there and a double play. 4-6-3 on the double play.
That was pretty, too. That was pretty.
That was some impressive defense.
A nice backhand by the second baseman, Jeff, who tossed to the shortstop for the force out Allen, and then Allen made a strong throw to first base to double up the base runner Nettles, and that ended the inning.
Another important sponsor is ViiV Healthcare. ViiV Healthcare is proud to partner with the 16th Annual Sin City Classic as a gold level sponsor. ViiV Healthcare is committed to delivering innovative new medicines for their care and treatment of people living with HIV. At ViiV, their mission is to leave no one behind. Find out more at ViiVHealthcare.com. That's ViiV, V-I-I-V, healthcare.com.
Mike, Jeff, and Yusuf to bat here in the top of the 5th. Mike in this ball game has reached on a fielder's choice. He has also reached on an error in the outfield, so he's 0 for 2, but he has scored a run. And he swings and he lifts this one to the right side, high enough and caught out there in right field, and that's out number 1. And this will bring up the second baseman, Jeff, who has singled and scored, and he has reached on a fielder's choice.
Don't have the exact start time of this game, but I'm guessing we're into the last 10 minutes by now.
All right. First pitch to him. Swung on, and a very slow roller hit on the infield. Third baseman makes the play, comes up throwing, but he is safe. Fifth inning. And that'll bring up Yusuf, who has singled twice. He has scored, or he has driven in a run. And he has driven in 2 runs. He has a runner at first base. And 1 out here at the top of the 5th inning. His team is leading 6-4, and he tries to go opposite field, and it is foul. So the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Yusuf swings and drives one into left center field, and the ball is caught out there by Mike, and that's out number 2. Excuse me, by the left center fielder. That's out number 2. And it'll bring up Patrick, the right center fielder. Patrick in this ball game has singled, and he has hit into a fielder's choice to the shortstop. So he's 1 for 2, and he swings and grounds one to the shortstop. True roll, and no one is covering second base, so there is no play on anybody, and the inning stays alive.
Little bit of a mental mistake there.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the second baseman just thought the play to first would be easiest, but by the time the shortstop realized that, it was too late to get him at first.
Salcido playing second base. He just stood where he was, and so no play. It goes as an infield hit. And Oscar, the pitcher, drives one foul down the left side. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And if Oscar can keep this inning going, we will see fan favorite Uncle Jack.
So the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Delivery. A pop-up in shallow left center field. Shortstop and left center field give chase, and a wonderful catch made out there by the shortstop. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Get that man's number. We don't have the positions, but if we get his number, we'll identify him. He's made some nice catches and fielding plays out there. That's number 6. It's Wycliffe. Wow.
Felt like that was almost like an NFL reception. I needed to see that he carried the ball all through the fall into the end of a next softball move.
So, 2 hits in the inning, but nobody scored, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. The score remains the Portland Grizzlies 6 and the Los Angeles Roughnecks 4.
And Los Angeles, not only the home of the Roughnecks, but also the home of the Los Angeles Dodgers of Major League Baseball. And the 16th annual Sin City Classic is proud to partner with the LA Dodgers, and they are proud to celebrate their LGBTQ plus fans around the world with their annual Pride Night. The Dodgers will be announcing their 2023 Pride Night soon, so follow them on social media or visit Dodgers.com for more information.
So here in the home half of the 5th inning, the second baseman, Salcido, will lead off, and he takes the first pitch low for a ball. And there's a strike called. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 6-4 for the Grizzlies of Portland over the Roughnecks, and there is a line drive into left field for a base hit. Leadoff base runner gets on. He will be pinch run for. Courtesy runner is going to be the pitcher, Campos. And here is Alveda, the last batter in their order, who has walked. He's batting for the second time. Salcido in his other at-bat also singled, so he's 2 for 2. First pitch is a ball.
Just a little outside.
So it's 2-1. And that also is a strike called on the outside part of the plate, 2-2. That's an illegal pitch, so the count is full at 3-2. And that pitch is high, but hit to the shortstop. He makes the play at second for 1 on the first, and a double play! The ball was hit hard. Mike got his glove on it. The ball left his glove. He was able to make the play to second base for the force out, and on to first for another double play.
Just some stellar defense in this game all the way around. And to have that, had he fielded it cleanly, it would have been less surprising and still a great play. But to get both after that popped out of his glove was very impressive.
All right, here is Wycliffe. Trey on the back of his jersey. Wycliffe has singled and hit a sacrifice fly RBI. And that pitch is low. He walks.
You know, it's interesting. You could, with the number of walks we've seen, you could feel like these pitchers are struggling, but with a game that's 6-4, they must be doing something right.
That's correct. That's true. All right, here is Manzares, and he has reached once. And he swings and grounds one in the hole between third and short, fielded by the left fielder, so it'll be runners at first and second. Here is Ramos. Ramos is the one who is playing shortstop for the Roughnecks, who made that nice catch to end the 5th inning. And he bats here in the bottom of the 5th with runners at first and second and 2 out. And he bunts one in front of the plate.
And so I think what happened there was
they ran out. Hold on, yeah, go ahead.
Correct. So they did a time check and found out there were only a few seconds left. So he made that out on purpose, hoping that they would get another inning.
That's the ball game.
He blew his calling ball game.
Yeah, there is a big difference between swinging and making it out, stepping on the plate and doing all of that, than trying to make a bunt. In softball, bunts are illegal. Can't do it. In slow pitch softball, bunts are not something you're allowed to do. So there is a difference between making it out intentionally and making it out illegally. And in that case, the amount of time it takes to explain all of that is clock time. And so that is why we're here.
So that ends the game. 6-4, our final. The visiting team, the Portland Grizzlies, win this contest 6-4 over the Los Angeles Roughnecks. And that will give us a chance to say thank you all for being with us so far for our 3 games today. We'll have 3 more, but we're going to take an hour's break to just refresh and recharge and be back with you in about an hour or so. So we thank you for being with us here for C Division action, C1 Division action on the Cloud Sports Network.
Jordan, does that truck have coffee? Did you notice?
They do. They do.
Thank you. So that's super important information was that Diaz, you can totally see his jock strap.
Here's the jock strap.
Oh yeah, you can tell?
I wasn't looking for that.
Present.